Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
It's a lovely Tuesday afternoon. Have a happy and jovial Tuesday afternoon because Tuesday is Tuesday English Day. Hello po sa ating lahat. I am Tutor Jovi from SDO Butuan City, guiding bright minds to be English proficient ready. Sabing pag dinagdagan ng learning, nagiging magaling. Hello, Tutor Ruby! To you!
Wow! That was a very good, very high yung energy level natin ngayon, Tutor Jovi. So with that, have a smile on your face, love in your heart, fine thoughts in your head, and of course, peace in our soul. Why? Because it's Tuesday, it's English Day, and we are now in English 8, Quarter 3, Week 5. So I'm Tutor Ruby from SDO Lapu-Lapu City. Yes. Good afternoon to our Yes, to our learners, teachers, and of course, to all the parents out there.
How are you, Tutor Ruby? How's everything
Well,
going out there? Well, lumalaban
yes,
at
of
itutulay.
course.
Ayan. Yes,
Mm-mm.
of
Kahit
course. So,
nawala ng
Chutis, how
internet
are
sa
you also?
bahay. Mm-mm.
Yes, meron tayong mga pinagdadaanan but itutuloy pa rin po natin ito. Now, Chutis, let us ask you also, how are you today? How's your limited face-to-face classes if you have already started? And how's everything going? So share naman in our comment section about your insights, about your feelings. How are you today? Are you feeling great? Are you feeling happy? Actually, napakainit dito, Tutor Ruby. Parang gusto kong pumunta ng Cebu City at sa Olambo Island at saka mag-swim sa
Yes, you
beach.
can
Ayan,
do
kasi it's
that.
parang
Yeah,
summer
fly
na.
na. Yes, it's
Yeah.
a high time to
And I do believe,
enjoy the
Tutor Ruby,
beaches.
yes. And we know also,
Mm-mm.
Tutor Ruby, that our tuties are also excited to have our online tutorial this afternoon. Ayan. So, Tutor Ruby, while waiting for our PowerPoint presentation, which is already shared, let us also greet our tutees who are watching right now and who will be joining the different activities we have prepared for them. So we would like to greet all tutees from Ocampo National High School. Ayan. They just had their quarter two recognition at nakita ko sa mga post nila, Teacher Ruby, yung mga awards na nakuha nila. So congratulations!
Yes, and we have here Katleya Soriano, Leia De Vera. We have also Ezekiel Loreto, and a lot of learners flooding in our comment section to their Jovi because they are excited to be with us in our new lesson, right?
And we can see
Mm.
already a lot of heart reacts in our comment section. So thank you, Chutis, for that. And we would like to request again our Chutis to please share. Share naman po ng ating session ngayon. Na-share ko na po, Tutor Ruby, ang ating PowerPoint presentation. At hindi ko mawari kung bakit. Ayan, there you go. Now, Chutis, why not also mention your friends and your teachers naman sa ating comment section para sumali naman sila at so that we will be having a fun and super vibing lesson this afternoon. Ayan. So don't forget to
Yes,
like and share
because
our session.
it's good to share because sharing is loving. And last week we had this activity in additional exercise to Jovi, right? And the need to create a 30-second TikTok content video, appreciating literature as a reflection to a shared heritage of people, where their learners were able to submit their outputs to their Jovi.
Yes, yes, Tutor Ruby, and let us flex these outputs. And you know what, Tutor Ruby, namangha namangha tayo kasi kahit wala silang TikTok accounts, they were able to use other apps. Napaka-resourceful at innovative ng mga tuties natin kasi though they weren't able to have TikTok accounts, they were able to use another platform or another program or app for this content video. Let us flex also these outputs from Mark Denver Lozada. Ayan po.
Wow, they're so resourceful, Tutor Jovi. Kahit walang TikTok account, they find ways. Parang video lang.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, ayan. Wow, so cool yung content niya. Literature helps us to travel across the time. Ayan, so we can have a better grasp of culture and a great appreciation for it by doing so. Wow, that's amazing, Mark. Good job.
Ayan, good job, Mark Denver. And of course, Tutor Ruby, we also have another output from Leonardo Angeles from the same school of Mark Denver Lazada from Ocampo National High School. So please watch this.
Wow. Why does literature mirror a shared heritage? Literature is a mirror to a shared heritage of people with diverse backgrounds. Oh, it is like a border that can unite people with different nationalities and personalities. It is a way for everyone to express their emotion, culture, and their stories.
Yes, and we also have another one, Tutor B, this last output from our Chuti again from Ocampo National High School, Mary Antoinette Daddies.
Wow. Yan, so cool yung TikTok video nila. Tutor Jovi, may TikTok account ka din ba? Have you tried creating a content like this?
Yes, Tutor Ruby. So we need duties really to maximize the technology, available technology right now. So why not use those social media platforms to express our ideas, especially when it comes to language. Ayan.
Wow, that was
So, duties.
amazing.
Yeah, so bigyan naman natin sila ng masigabong palakpakan sa ating comment section to those our fellow tuties who submitted their output. So congratulations really for a job well done. We are so amazed by your effort, by your brilliant ideas. So thank you for sharing. So keep it up and keep submitting your outputs, okay?
Yes,
Yan.
and with that, we're
Now,
so grateful with our module reference to Jovi. Without them sharing this, it's so hard for us, but they make our life easier. So thank you so much, DepEd Central Office Bureau of Learning Resource.
yes. So, congratulations to these following writers and uh, content creators, the management team of this SDO DepEd Caraga actually from SDO Agusan del Sur. So, thank you so much. Ayan. So,
Saludo ako.
yeah. Now, Tutor Ruby, eto na po yung list of topics natin that we needed to accomplish, that we need to accomplish rather in quarter three. And we are now in week five. Napakabilis ng mga pangyayari sa mundo. We are already in our week five topic, and that is determining social, moral, and economic issues in the text listened to. Now, Tutor Ruby, I guess our tuties are ready for a review.
Yes, of course. So this time you need to complete each word by supplying the missing letters. All right, let's get started for number one. It is an written work with a long lasting impact or importance because of its interesting ideas. Tutor Jovi, can you guess what's these words all
Yes.
about?
This is a very
Mm.
important aspect actually, Tutor Ruby, because without this I guess it would be very difficult for our learners to reflect on important um, aspects in our lives and in learning as well. So
Mm.
Chuti, ano ang word na ito? Do we have an answer from them, Tutor Ruby?
Yes, of course. And we are so grateful to our learners. And according to them, it's, ayan, from, there's a specific talaga. From Leia de Vera, from Kimberly, from Christopher, from Jasmine, from Asia, from Bea. Wow, amazing. Their answer, yeah, the word is literature. Are they correct,
Let
Tutor
us see.
Joey?
Tan-tan-tan. Yes, they are right. Very good, Chuti. It's literature. Good job. Let's have a number two. It comprises the characteristics and knowledge of a particular group of people, their language, religion, cuisine, social habits, music, and arts. Ano kaya ito, cuties? Ayan. So, there you go. We
Oh,
know that each place in our country, right? Different parts in our
yes.
country, Chuturubi, have different this one. Munti ko nang masabi. Munti ko nang masabi. So, Chuti, ano ito?
Yes, but you
Okay?
know what? Putik mong nasabi, Tutor Joey, but alam na alam ng ating mga learners. They know it very well. And according to them, that word is culture. Are they
Let us see.
correct?
Yes, they are right again. Wow, they got already 2 points. Tutor Ruby, good job, Chuti. So it's culture. Sumasalamin po ito sa ating mga tradisyon, the customs, right? The behavior and traditions of our people. Ayan. Let's have number
Yes.
3, Tutor Ruby.
Yes, for number three, it is the legacy of people of the past passed onto the present generation that will be passed onto the future generation. So review is very vital part. So what is the correct answer?
Yeah. So while waiting,
Mm,
Tutor Ruby, this word means it's like passing on the values, the traditions that practiced already by our ancient fellow men, and then it passed on generations to generations. Ayan. So ano kaya ito, Chuti?
yes.
It starts with letter H and
Mm-mm. And their answers to Jovi, it also starts with letter H, and according to them, it's heritage. Are they correct?
let us find out, Tutor Ruby. Tan, 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 tan. Very good.
Oh,
Wow, good job, Chuti. So these are the three important lessons that we tackled last time: literature, culture, and
yes.
heritage. Good job. Now, Chutis, in relation to these three ideas, we need to connect that to our new topic today, which is all about determining social, moral, and economic issues discussed from the texts listened to. So, Chutis, these are the objectives, Tutor Ravi.
First, you will be able to identify various social, moral, and economic issues in a text listened to. Second, relate personal experiences that relate to the issues discussed. And third, you will be able to write a call to action essay about the talk listened to. Are you ready?
Okay, so I
Mm,
guess again, Tutor Ruby, we know that our tuties can really attain these objectives. Yakang yaka ito, alright? So just commit yourselves, tuties, to listen and have fun while learning. So again, let's do another activity, and this is what you're going to do. Identify the social issues reflected in each picture. Supply the missing letters to complete the words. Type your answers in the comment section. And our first
wow.
picture is this one. And we have already clues there, Tutor Ruby. All you have to do, Chuti, is just to type, okay, the answer. So look at this boy here. So
Mm,
what do you think is the societal issue reflected or conveyed in this picture? Okay, Tutor
yes.
Ruby?
And while waiting for their answer, Tutor Jovi, let's recognize the source of the photo. This is not ours, and we give
Yes.
back the credit to the source, the Pulitzer Center dot
Dot
org.
org. Yan. So,
Mm,
Chutis, whenever you use photos or ideas or information taken from another source, don't forget to acknowledge that, okay? So, Chutis,
yes.
do you already have an answer here?
Yes, we have from Chloe. We have also from Jasmine, from Joy, from Leah, from Marks, from Bea, from Beverly, from Raven. Oh, answers are flooding in our comment section, Tutor Jovi.
Ayan. There you go. Keep coming. Ayan. So, what is your
Yes.
answer?
Mm. And according to them, Tutor Jovi, it's child labor. Are they
Let us
correct?
see. One, two, three. Very
Yes.
nice. Amazing. It's child labor. So this is again a very a prevalent issue still, Tutor Ruby,
yes.
because we can still see a lot of children
Yes.
really working. And
Yes,
Let's
but
have number
but
two.
Tutor Jovi, we need to emphasize that not all. Yeah, but before proceeding to number two, Tutor Jovi, let me have this one first because sometimes our learners might misunderstood sometimes child labor
Mm-hmm.
between household chores. Okay,
Yeah.
in our
I love
houses we need to
that.
do work, and it's not child labor. Okay, because
Yes,
we need your parent. I mean, we need or your parents need to train you because. Of course, it's a responsibility for you to learn some household chores, but it's
I
different
love
to
that.
talk about child labor.
That's really
Mm-mm.
true, Chuturubi.
Because
Kasi
I know you're,
so, when we were still kids, we were more than this, Chuturubi, and we didn't complain at all because I
yes,
guess it's a part of letting our parents train us, right? Or disciplining us. Ayan.
yes. And our experiences before Tutor Jovi is not child labor because we were not
Mm,
deprived with our childhood. We have time to play, we have time to do household chores, right?
yes.
So
Okay.
that's the difference.
Yeah, thank you for that, Tutor B. Kasi maraming mga cuties natin o maraming mga bata ngayon, Tutor B, na may misinterpret yung paggawa ng household chores. And they might be thinking na
Mm,
baka na child labor na yung mga parents
of
ko.
course not.
Yes, of course not. Let's have number two. Ayan. So look at this picture. This picture comes from the new federalist.eu. Now, Chuti, what do you think is the societal issue portrayed here?
Wow. And our learners are very fast learners as well. Their answers are flooding to their Jovi. I can't name them one by one because most of them answered the same word.
And what is their answer, Tutor Ruby?
According to them, it's unemployment. Are they correct, Tutor
Let us
Jovi?
see. Very
Mm,
good. Now, Chutis, ang galing nyo naman. Keep it up, okay? It's unemployment. Like people really nowadays, there are again, um, a rate or a portion of the population really who are unemployed, Tutor Ruby, and it's an issue
yes.
faced by our society. Ayan. Let's have number three.
Oh, I saw a picture. Of course. Can you recognize the honor of this picture, Tutor Jovi?
Yes, it comes from Quora.com. Okay, so this picture comes
Mm-mm.
from that site. Okay, with these children bringing some placard with the label, please help us, we need food. Yan po.
Mm-mm. Food is essential. We know that very well.
Yes.
We cannot live
Mm-hmm.
without it. Mm.
So,
This is
Chuti, what
really,
word? Yes.
yes. Okay, Tutor Jovi, again, answers are flooding in our comment section. And according to them, the word is hunger. Are they correct?
Tan tararan. Good job, Chutis. Ang galing nyo. You
Ah.
got already three. Parang unanimous na ano, Chuturubi. They got 3 points from the start, from item number one. Good
Mm-mm.
job. Now, let's
Yes.
have number four. And this photo, Chuturubi, comes from pages.stolaff.edu. Ayan po.
This is interesting, Tutor Jovi.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you can see in the picture, there's a child and there's a statement not for sale. Mm-mm.
So, ano kaya ito, Chuti? Okay.
Yes, there are
Is this
two
issue familiar
words.
to you? Yes. I guess this, we believe, Tutor Ruby, na mambabasa at palaging involved ang ating mga chuti sa mga nangyayari sa paligid. I know
Mm-mm.
this term or these two terms are very familiar. Okay? So, chutis,
Yes. I hope our learners will also be informed well with this one. Okay. And in their answers here in our comment section, Tutor Jovi, and again, it's flooding again. Let's check if they are correct. According to them, the answer in this slide, it's all about the two words uh, stated as human trafficking. Are they
okay.
correct?
Let's find out, Tutor Ruby. Yes, it's human
Oh,
trafficking. Good job.
mm,
Amazing. Awesome. It's human trafficking. Okay.
mm,
So, not for sale. It's like an issue wherein we are people, like human beings or kids, even. adults which were sold to syndicates maybe, right? So
Yes, but
it's
sad thing
really
to
happening.
this, Tutor Jovi, is that they are forced. Okay, they are forced
Yes.
to do a type of labor actually, or most of it it's for commercial sex act. So
Yes.
it's sad to hear this kind of scenario. All right.
Yes, and it's still again present. It's a present issue again, Tutor Ruby. Ayan. And the
Mm-mm.
last one. Okay, so this photo comes from Science Norway. Okay,
Mm-mm.
.no.
Oh, this is familiar, especially in school setting during face to face. Tutor Jovi.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
And
Did you experience
in
this,
fact,
Tutor Ruby?
I'm not sure if it was something like that, but of course, when I had my dissertation and my doctor's degree, this my topic is all about this, so I can relate
Oh.
well to this one. All
Yeah,
right.
and I just want to share also, Chuturbi, I also experienced this when I was still in elementary up to even high school, and it's a very
Mm.
traumatic experience. And but it
Oh,
wasn't really physical, Chuturbi. It's another form of bullying,
yes,
and
because there
I
are a
think
lot of kinds or a lot of types of this. Since you're
yes,
able to mention it already, Tutor Jovi, and it's, it's even flooding in our comment section. According to them, it's bullying. Are they correct?
yes, let's try. Yes, you are correct again, Chutis. Bullying. It's a very, again, serious issue, even the school setting. Outside even the school, there is also an instance or cases. There are cases of bullying in happening.
Mm-mm.
Ayan. So, Chutis, you got how many scores did you get in our activity? Did you get 5 over
Yes.
5? Comment now in our comment
Mm-mm.
section.
So
Yan.
let
So,
us
Chuter Ruby.
know about your score, everyone, so that we can recognize you as well. Mm-mm.
Yes. So, babalikan natin yung mga sagot natin kanina, Chutis, okay? So, we have child labor, unemployment, hunger, human trafficking, and bullying. All of these duties and other related ideas are what we call issues happening around us. Okay? So ano ba yung issue? What is issue? Okay? So, Chutis, you might type right now what other issues you know, okay? That you observed in your locality, in your place, or what
Yes.
issue are you also experiencing right now. Okay?
Yes.
So these
We are
five
so.
tutor
Mhm. Go ahead, Tutor
these
Jovi.
these five tutor Ruby, these five are all parts of issues in our country and it's present. Okay? So tutor Ruby,
Yes. So this time, no, you need to observe those issues mentioned. But of course, those are just example. There are some issues. So that's why we want you to observe those issues or problems in your community. Then let us know also how serious are they in your area. So, for example, bullying. Oh, is it very serious? How about human trafficking? How about hunger or the other
child
things about
labor.
there? Yeah, child
Yes.
labor.
So,
But
Chutis,
you
you
know,
are free to express your insights or your ideas in our comment section, okay? So that your other Chutis will be able also to relate to your ideas expressed in the comment section. So don't be shy. This is your safe space really to talk about these things, okay? And to express your ideas about these issues, okay?
yes. So while waiting for their answers to their Jovi, according to them, there are some other issues in their community like air pollution. They've also mentioned poverty, social issues,
Oh.
discrimination, something like
That's
that.
correct.
So
Wow, parang
they're very
napaka-ano ng
observant.
yeah, you're very observant, Chuturbi, and very involved. Okay, so number two, aside from the issues presented by the pictures, what other social and economic problems have you heard, seen, or experienced? So this is in relation, Chuturbi, to our question in number one, and I guess sinagot na nila kasi meron silang na-mention na air pollution.
Mm-mm.
Discrimination, ayan, it's again a pressing issue, okay? What
Yes.
else, Tutor B,
And
do we have
I
there?
I have seen there family debt. Oh,
Mm.
yes. Yung financial problem ng family, something like that. And of course, they have also mentioned children who can't go to school due to low salary of parents,
Oh.
abortion, separation. Oh, but according to them, bullying is a very serious thing in their area. Even gender inequality, Tutor
Oh,
Jovi.
yeah. Good job, Chutis.
And
Ang
here's
dami nilang
worse. My
ideas.
worst pa, Tutor Jovi, na mention nila yung broken family. It's so sad to
Oh.
hear this.
Yes, we are
Mm,
so sorry about that, Chuti. If you are Chutis, if you are experiencing such, and I hope that you are, I hope that you find the warmth of belongingness in Itolay kasi we
yes,
are family here. Okay? So
precisely.
you are part of our family. Now, Chuti, pag naririnig natin yung mga issue na ito, what types of listening did you employ when you listened to the different issues? Okay? What type of listening do you employ? Ako, Tutor Ruby, I sometimes become critical because I need to discern whether the issue I listen to is a fact or an opinion. So I need to verify sources. I
That's a
really have
very
to do that.
good that's a very good skill that you're having, Tutor Jovi. And I hope that our learners will also the same thing. So Jovi is a right model to all our learners in
Yes.
ETUlay.
So it's really important. So what about you, Chutis? What type of listening do you do? And when you listen to some issues, how do you perceive it? What do you do then to the information that you gathered? Yan po.
mm,
Okay? So
according
please just
to
type.
Yes, according to Marniel Kyle, comprehensive listening daw, Tutor Jovi. But from Chloe, from Marks, from Tintin, from Jasmine, Marniel, Ayana, they are confused. But good thing here from Ayana, she's into carefully listen to something like
Ah,
you.
oh, that's really cool. Thank you so much, Chuti. So it's a responsibility na din, Tutor Ruby. So aside from it's required from the teachers for these students to do. I guess it's our responsibility, Chutis, as citizen of this country and as a person to verify some sources and to be comprehensive in listening. Ayan. So, Chuti, babalikan natin. Okay? So, we talked about issue. What is issue? How do we define issue, Tutor Ruby?
Yeah, so take note when you talk about issue, it's a problem or topic that people in the society discuss and find a solution because it negatively affects many. So it could be social, moral, or economic in nature.
Ayan. So, it's very clear, Chuti, okay? An issue is a problem or topic that people in the society discuss and find a solution because it negatively affects many. Okay, so there are three mentioned there, Tutor Ruby: social, moral, and economic. Let's start with social issue. Social issues prevent society from functioning at the desirable level. How do we know if
Yes.
this issue is part or belongs to social issue? First, it's a type of issue that involves people in the society. Okay, tayo po. Next, the public as a whole recognizes the situation as a problem. Okay, it's a pressing problem because there are a lot of people affected. Okay, next, a large number of people see the situation as a valid concern. It's a very alarming issue. So dapat tayo ay makilahok, tayo ay maging parte sa magiging solusyon sa issue na yon. And the last one, the situation can be alleviated through the citizens' joint action. Okay? Call
Yeah,
to
so
action.
there
Ano yung dapat gawin? What must
mm,
be done? So social
yes.
issue.
So it's not a one man action, no? It takes collaboration, cooperation, and of course, unity in a certain society to solve a problem.
Yes. And one sample of social issue tuturubi, and I hope our tuties will be ready also to type or share other samples of social issue, is really drug addiction. Okay. It's again a rampant social issue tuturubi.
Yeah, so I hope our learners will be able to say no to drugs, especially the prohibited drugs.
Yes, because we know that drug addiction or the use of prohibited drugs can cause the drug user to neglect his responsibility towards his family, children, career, education, and health. And it is a social problem that can adversely affect not only the lives of the drug addicts, but also the families and the entire community. Okay? So, what other social issue do you have in mind, Chutis? You can type that in our comment section, okay? Another example,
Mm-mm,
Chuturbi, is crime. Okay,
of
crime is another
course.
social issue.
Mm-mm. And nowadays, actually, it's not just nowadays, but even before, the juvenile delinquency, Tutor Jovi, especially the minors who were involved with different, crimes in our society. So they also mentioned abortion. Young people were involved with this, premarital sex, and a lot of social issues that can affect their future.
Yes, thank you so much about for that, Tutor Ruby. All right, so let's go now to the second type. Tutor Ruby, can you tell us more about moral issues?
Yeah, so this is very vital. So please, let's be aware with these moral issues. So when we talk about these moral issues, they are situations or actions that do not conform to the shared norms and values, culture, and beliefs distinguished by a community or social setting, whether we like it or not. Learners, we need to abide with the moral issues being set in our society and to know that you are not aligned with the moral issues. It is against the values, belief, and preferences of the people. Next, it involves behavior patterns that bring the individual repeatedly into conflict with the society. When the society doesn't like it, that means it's a no no in our community, right? And it involves action that could possibly harm others or persons themselves. Hmm. Any additional information, Dr. Jovi? All right. So, kids, learners, ayan, you have mentioned a lot. Depression. Okay. And you have also mentioned some uh, concerns when you talk about moral issues. Ayan, from Beverly. And Beverly mentioned that moral issues are people getting any mental issues such as anxiety and depression, especially the teenagers. I hope everyone is well. All right, so Tutor Jovi is being out. So while waiting for Tutor Jovi, let's try to read some comments in our comment section this time. But let me share my screen so that we can continue. All right, so everyone, please bear with us. Okay, bear with us this time. Um, while waiting for teacher Jovi. But you know what? There are some things that we need to learn about moral issues. And there are some social issues being mentioned a while ago, right? So let's continue the topic. Okay, so again, we are now in moral issues. So wait for a while. Let me share my presentation. Okay, so let me share this one. Wait for a while. Okay, wait. Challenges in our end, but we are trying to connect to you. Okay, so let's continue now. My screen is right there. All right. So moving on, again, when you talk about moral issues, there are things that we need to consider. It involves actions which have the potential to harm others or the persons themselves. Okay. So let's continue now. There are some sample of moral issues. So as you can see in the picture, you have mentioned this, and this word is flooding in our comment section. Abortion. Okay, so the image reflects an issue on abortion. So abortion involves the termination of pregnancy, while other countries consider abortion as legal. But in the Philippines, it is a moral issue and it is regarded a grievous sin because Philippines is a Christian country. And this is against the norms and values of the people, the church, and the society. So I would like to emphasize that abortion is illegal under the law of the land and is highly condemned, especially in the Philippines. So thank you so much for the source of this picture from Sisom Hagriana Wix site. And let's continue now, learners. Okay, so let's have this analysis part. Okay, of course, we need to tackle about economic issues. Okay, when we talk about economic issues, these are the situations that reflect the scarcity of resources, which are deemed insufficient to satisfy human wants and needs. And for us to know some issues of economic in our place, it involves inflation of the increase of price of basic commodities and services affecting a large number of people. I hope um, those who have experienced these economic issues these days, I hope you can find ways in the soonest possible. Okay, so it involves an increase of unemployment. We have mentioned this a while ago, are not having a job to earn one's living, and it involves poverty and again, the word poverty was flooding in our comment section as well. So it involves poverty caused by underlying factors such as lack of education, cultural and religious discrimination, overpopulation, unemployment, and corruption. So there's an example, specific example for economic issue, like the cost of our common commodities like rice, water, electricity, something like that. Uh, and especially now, the gasoline. Oh, okay. So the image reflects an issue on inflation. So when we talk about inflation rate, it refers to the rise and fall of prices of commodities at a specific time or period. Inflation becomes an issue when there is an abrupt increase of price of basic commodities and services, making people unable to have the capacity to provide for their needs and wants. So thank you so much for being there to interact with us. And I know Tutor Jovi is in. Hello, Tutor Jovi. I know there are some challenges in our way, but lumalaban po ang inyong mga tutor dito sa ETUlay. Okay. Alright, pasok, Tutor Jovi.
Ayan. I'm using my phone right now, Tutor B, because we cannot leave our cuties behind. Miss ko sila. Ayan.
Mm-mm.
Let's
Okay, so Tutor Jovi, the next activity is,
continue. Tutor B, the three types of
yes.
issue.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so one
So,
question a while ago, Tutor Ruby, was that when listening to these issues or when even reading, what type of listening do we employ? So when you listen to the different social, economic, and moral issues, you use more of comprehensive listening and critical listening. Now, Tutor Ruby, this time let us differentiate the two. Okay, what do we do when we do comprehensive listening or informational listening? Tuties, we listen to understand the ideas presented in the text. You distinguish between the main ideas or key points and the supporting details that further describe or prove the main idea. So meron tayong mga topic sentences or main ideas, Tutor Ruby, and what are the supporting details now that would support or that would explain further about the main idea? And what about the critical listening, Tutor Ruby?
yes, there is a skill that you need also to develop, the critical listening. It's what teacher Jovi is having, as she was mentioned a while ago. All right, so when we talk about critical listening, it is to analyze and evaluate the credibility of the writer's message. In critical listening, you distinguish between facts and opinions of the speaker. So thank you for that, Tutor Jovi, of having this kind of listening. Mm-mm.
Yes, and it's really important. So I hope you tuties also will apply that, okay, in your daily activities. Ayan, so meron na tayong nakikita na mga sagot ng ating mga tuties. Thank you so much, tuties, really, for staying. Now, Tutor Ruby, I guess we are ready for our assessment activity. And so please,
All
tuties, while
right.
Tutor Ruby is preparing, type now the thumbs up react or icon in our comment section to tell us if you are ready. And pop.
Yes, they are very ready, Tutor Jovi. So please read the direction for them to be guided properly.
Okay, so Chuti, listen to the tutor as she reads the text. Answer the following questions and type the letter of the correct answer. Okay? So all you just have to do,
Yes.
Chuti, is really to listen carefully. Okay, and you can also read along.
Go ahead, Tutor Jovi.
Okay. Lack of sex education, peer pressure, and early sexual engagement are just three of the many causes of teenage pregnancy. In the Philippines, teenage pregnancy has become a social problem.
Yes. Next, we have peer pressure and lack of education result in early sexual engagement that leads to early pregnancy. With very little knowledge about sex and pregnancy, many adolescent girls find themselves in a dilemma about the situation, oftentimes without the knowledge of their parents. This then These teenagers, however, do not know that such pregnancy can be a huge health risk.
Teenage pregnancy is associated with high risk of health problems to the mother and the baby. Infections from sexually transmitted disease, premature birth, abortion, postpartum depression are just four of the many health problems. Therefore, teenage pregnancy is not just a social issue, but it also a health issue. Po.
Yes. So with that, I hope you able to utilize your listening skills, learners. No. So question number one: what specific societal problem is discussed in the text? Oh, Tutor Jovi.
Yes, so what specific societal problem is discussed in the text? Is it A? Okay,
Mm-mm.
so ano yung societal problem na pinag-usapan sa napakinggan yung text kanina? Yan po. Okay?
Yes. Go go go. All right. So, wow, our learners are so active, Tutor Jovi. According to Beverly and Joyce Lungayan, lack of education about safe sex. Have we mentioned safe sex or just sex?
Yeah, lack of
Sex
education
education.
about sex.
Mm,
Okay, wow, now I know what sex education. Yes, it's really important, Mary, okay? And of course, Chutis, let's emphasize also that we are not only addressing this to adolescent girls, okay? Because of course, in Chutis, let's just be open-minded here, okay? I know that at a young age, you are already exposed to these kinds of issues that you have heard or you have seen or you have heard. So now you have observed. So now, Chutis, let us be open-minded so that when we become aware of these issues, we will not be involved in doing such, okay? Because of course, it would be a regret at the end, okay?
yes, of course. So you need to be responsible in all aspect at your age. All right. So, yes, we have that. Tutor Jovi. They have mentioned teenage pregnancy. Okay. Some also answered. Ano pa ba narito? Ang dami na. But the
Yes
most
po, and
common is teenage
teenage
pregnancy.
pregnancy. Po, that's really, yes po, we need to be open-minded. Yes, that's really nice. Beverly, that's like, okay.
Yes, moving on. We have another question, Sir Jovi, right?
Yes, we
All
have
right.
also another question here, Tutor Ruby.
Yes.
And while
But for
waiting for Ayan po. So what's
dito
the
pala
letter?
siya.
Chutis, what's the letter the correct answer? It's letter D. Good job. It's teenage
Yes.
pregnancy. Okay? Yung peer
And
pressure, lack of education, tsaka
Of course, the C is not part already, but the peer pressure and lack of education are just supporting details to the main issue, which is teenage pregnancy. Okay po?
Yes, good job, everyone. So let's move now to number two. What type of issue is the problem discussed in the text? So there are four choices: A, social issue; B, moral issue; C, economic issue; D, psychological issue.
Okay,
Okay,
so
Tutor
type now your
Joey. They are
answers
so
now,
excited.
cuties. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
so what type of issue is the problem discussed in the text? Does it belong to social issues? Ano yung issue nga natin? Teenage pregnancy. Tama po ba? So
Yeah.
where does teenage pregnancy belong? What issue? Okay? What type of issue does teenage pregnancy belong? Is it A, social issue, B, moral issue, C, economic issue, or D, psychological issue? So type na your answers. Yan, napakabilis naman ng mga cuties natin, Tutor Ruby. And they answered,
Wow. Yes, they are correct, Tutor Jovi. It's a social issue, but some are confused. Maybe they will answer moral issue. Mm, all
yes,
right.
so Chuti, it could also be moral issue, but what weighs heavier is really social issue, okay? Because
Mm-mm.
again, a large number of adolescent girls are affected, okay? And again, Chutis, okay, we are not pressing this problem alone to adolescent girls, but of
Yes.
course, our adolescent boys as well are very should be very responsible as well, okay? So, I know naman
Yes.
mababait yung mga adolescent boys duties natin dito, Tutor Ruby.
Precisely. And moving on to number three, which of the following statements is true about the issue on teenage pregnancy based on the text? A. Teenage pregnancy is solely caused by peer pressure. Or B. Teenage pregnancy can result in many health problems. Okay. Tutor Jovi, in your area, what is the rampant societal concern when it comes to issue like this?
Okay. Thank you for that, Tutor Ruby. So, Chutis, the very rampant issue here really is also teenage pregnancy. Actually, Tutor Ruby, I have in my class, I have 5 young moms. I have 5 young mothers, and it's very difficult, really. So, of course, to our young adolescents there who are watching right now, please, 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 okay? As much as possible, let's avoid indulging ourselves in these kinds of activity because it would really affect our future. So for
Yes,
now, since these young moms are already moms or mothers, so what they need are really support. It's really
support.
support guidance. Yes po, Tutor
Mm-mm.
Ruby. It's a very rampant
Yeah.
issue here.
We are not here to condemn, but we need to educate
Yes?
so that it will be lessened or it will be totally be eradicated in our society. So, what's their answer, Tutor Jovi, in number three?
Yes, and the common answers, Tutor Ruby, is letter B. Ayan, tingnan po natin. Correct. Teenage
Yes.
pregnancy can result in many health problems. In relation to that, Tutor Ruby, quick lang. Kasi cuties, when you are still young and you are already, you become pregnant, parang your body would not be ready for it. So, your body
Mm-mm.
would automatically, yung parang your body will experience some changes which at your age, your body is not ready yet. Okay?
Yes.
So, kaya
In a
nagkakaroon ng
way,
many
there's
health problems.
mm-mm. And there's perfect time for everything. So as teenagers, your body is not designed yet for pregnancy. There's later when you become adult, really, there's perfect time for that. So that's the right time that it cannot result to health problem and right, Sister Jovi?
Yes. Yes. Thank you for that, Tutor Ruby. Now, cuties, let's have this another activity. Okay? Let us test, Tutor Ruby, kung ano yung natutunan ng ating mga cuties ngayon. All you have to do is to complete the statements or type the word in the comment section. Okay? Complete the statements or parang
Yes.
complete the graphic organizer. Let's find out. Ayan. 3, 2, we call this 3, 2, 1. 3, give 3 types of issues discussed. 2, cite 2 types of listening used. when listening to different issues. And one issue our society faces today. So choose
Okay.
type now you're in. So what are you want to give your insights as well?
Yes. Go, 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 Chutis. We would love to recognize your insights by typing it in the
We got
comment
three
section.
over there flexing their
Mm-mm.
score, Ruby.
Okay. Yes. All right. So, congratulations to everyone. But this time, of course, we would love to hear from you. If you have mastered this, give the three types of issues concerned, two types of listening news, and of course, one current issue our society faces today. Wow. So, ayan, Tutor Jovi, let's check their answers. All right. So, I hope you will be able to give your answers, Chutis. So, for this afternoon, I know you're able to uh, you're able to attain all the objectives mentioned. All right. So go, go, go. We're able to identify the various social, moral, and economic issues in the text listened to, able to relate personal experiences pertaining to the issues discussed, and be able to write a call to action essay about the talk listened to. So we're done with this. And for our additional exercise, please take a look at this. You can screenshot or grab a copy. So listen to this talk after, write a free paragraph call to action essay on what must be done to overcome the issue discussed. Okay, so here's the topic. It's all about cyberbullying. So here's a link here. You can grab the link in www.youtube.com. Please watch this one. And we have also a QR code here so that you will be guided properly as to what video are you going to watch. Okay? So this afternoon, thank you so much for being with us. And you need to submit the additional exercises to Tutor Ruby, and this is my Facebook account or Messenger, and Tutor Jovi also. So I know you have submitted most of your output to Tutor Jovi, and I appreciate that. And thank you for being with us every Tuesday at 2:20 to 3 p.m. And here's your English tutors in junior high school department. Thank you so much to all of them who have shared their ideas in teaching English. And of course, your voices matter to us. So please answer this feedback form, and you can scan the QR code, evaluate the session honestly, and please read the statements carefully. And thank you so much as well. There's another feedback form that you can answer for us to improve in the next sessions. And thank you so much. We had super fun times to this. Thank you so much. And of course, please bear with the next tutor for English 9, Tutor Ili and Tutor Job. And thank you for watching. So, with that, yan, si Tutor Jovi, hindi natin siya naririnig. But thank you so much. Have a great day. So, again, have a smile on your face, love in your heart, find thoughts in your head, and of course, peace in our soul. So thank you so much. I'm Tutor Ruby from STO Lapu-Lapu City. And Tutor Jovi, kahit hindi siya naririnig, yung puso niya punong-puno ng pagmamahal ng ating mga tutis. So thank you so much. Paalam, mga bata. Have a great Tuesday afternoon.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!